Hey, buddy. Hope you guys doing all right. Yeah, I got the test results back from my lab result test, whatever you want to call it. And my labs are good. They say all my levels are normal. I was a little worried about my liver because, I've been taking Excedrin migraines every single day for probably close to 20 years. Yeah, it's fine. It's well. Excuse me, on top of Excedrins, I've also consumed a lot of drugs and kava kava and alcohol, all types of things, but it's doing good. One of the reasons why I think it's doing so good is drinking water. Like, I've always been drinking a lot of water every day, and predominantly like mountain spring water, which I think is some of the best, if not the best water you can drink for yourself. It depends on the pH level, really, but most of the time the spring water is going to have a decent pH level because it comes from the spring, which is coming from the earth, which is what gives you that good pH. So yeah, that's one thing to think of, but I also do believe, that's what I believe, is that it's your good deeds, man. Like, if you really are doing things that are helping perpetuate goodness, love, and life to the universe and the ethers and to God and all these type of stuffs, that has a little energetic effect on your body. So this is why, like, sicknesses, diseases, even like when you consume a lot of alcohol or things that hurt you, if you are doing those things, but you're also choosing to help spread love and light and truth and all this type of good stuff, that still has an effect. So it does help, I think, counter the effects of your self-destruction. But it's also going to, it doesn't, I'm not trying to say that as a way to like condone people to go and do both, because in my experience, one or the other is going to eat the other, and it's like, if you're just using things in a moderate level, then that's not operating in a realm that's, in my opinion, would you consider perpetuating demonic activity. There's a line that you cross. Like, when you can choose to abuse something, that's a crossing a certain line, and then once you cross that line, you're now delving into more of the demonic realm or the sinful realm, the lower vibrational realm, whatever you want to call it, and you're just going to have that much more energy inside of yourself, which I've done a lot of, but because I've also managed to speak on things that are good for the world and for animals and for myself, and I also try my best to help out my fellow human beings in whatever situation I'm in, whether it's work or family or friendship or whatever it is. I try to help keep that love going as well as I can. I'm not always the most loving, but I try to keep like a mental compass in my head, like that's where I always want to be moving to. I might veer off a little bit, but I always manage to get myself, I always know where I want to go back home. Like that to me is home. So I'm always striving for home, even when I get lost sometimes, and I'll be like, oh, I'm fucking lost, and a lot of times I just know I need to spend more time, perpetuating love and focusing on love and sharing that love with others. I think is also very key, because sharing is caring, man. We're all here sharing this planet together, and the more that you share the love, the more love I feel I have to share, and the more love I have within inside myself. So it, like, not only does it help other people, but it helps me. So it's just a good thing to do from multiple angles, from what I've experienced in this realm. So yeah, man. And the person I've been staying with here, he's a very private person. Yeah, which is fine, but the thing about it is, I've had reoccurring dreams. I'm not even supposed to really speak about it, but I'm just going to say this just very vaguely. I've had recurring dreams about this particular individual and his land, and both him and my dad worked on a commune together years ago, so they have a lot of knowledge and experience about how things go down on an actual commune. And his work ethic is superb. Like, he's one of the best workers I've ever met in my life. Sometimes he can be a bit of an asshole, but right now he's in a good mood. So this is good to catch him. Like, his moods change as they do for everybody. And when you catch him in a bad mood, it can be a very unpleasant experience. But we've catched him in a good mood, so it's been a very positive and pleasant experience. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of just chilling, just listening, smoking a lot of weed. This is weed central here, so but this, even in Oregon, this is a weed central area. Like, people are growing it all over the place here. So that's cool to be around. It's quiet. Like, I wake up and I don't hear nothing. It's amazing when you spend so much time living in the cities, and to come to a place where you just wake up where there's like no city noise, no noise at all, really. Like I don't even hear animals sometimes. Like, it's really quiet, which sometimes can be a little lonely, but it's also comforting at times. So I feel really good, man. My back, did I already say anything about my back? I don't know. My back's doing great. Like, since leaving Portland, my back is, like, the pain has gone down, I almost want to say like 60 to 70%. It's actually rather miraculous. It's like it's almost happened overnight. Like, since I decided to leave Portland, like, I was worried, like, even just the trip of, like, sitting in the car for a while. I was like, oh, is that going to fuck with me? And nah, it didn't fuck with me at all. And the first day I didn't really do shit. And then no, I don't know, I might have walked down here the first day. But yesterday, I walked down here to the store, which is where I'm at, twice, which there and back is a 4-mile trip. So it was, over 8 miles just in that little bit of a adventure journey. And then there's the walking I do throughout the day, which for me and where I was at, like even walking a mile back when I was at Portland, I would come back and have excruciating pain, like to where I'd have to lie down for like 30 to 45 minutes to let that shit subside before I could even want to do anything else. But I didn't have any of that pain after going on those walks. So something with Portland was perpetuating that pain in my body. So that's all I can think of, man. And, anyways, or it was just time for me to heal. I don't know. I mean, stuff happens. It's just beyond me. But I'm just grateful that my back is not hurting. I'm starting to feel like I might be able to really start working out again. I'm gonna take it slow and steady. I'm not gonna go crazy like I did last time. But I'm gonna really appreciate my body more and know that, like, you can push things too far, bro. And I am getting older, so it's like I don't always got to go intense. That's something, a part of me I need to change. And it's a part of every aspect of my life. How I choose to consume things, how I deal with people, how I talk to people, how I work out, how all this shit. Like, I've just been a little too intense. Like, it's okay, it's good to have that. Like, but it's also like as a former buddy of mine said, like, use it as your tool belt. You can. Knowing that you have a particular good relationship with an aspect of reality or an aspect of yourself is good, but if you let that shit go too far and you don't put it in check, and you end up crossing the line and tripping and falling and hurting yourself, and that's when it's bad. So it's good to know when to put that tool away and holster it and save it for the day when you do need it, when you really need it, instead of just using it like one would kind of use a drug, which is what I had been using, because that intensity, it is very stimulating to live in that state all the time. I mean, it's a constant. Adrenaline's a very powerful drug. It's not one of the most powerful drugs, so it's very adrenaline producing to be in a very intense state like that. But that can cause a lot of issues with people, because it's not a calm vibe, bro. It's a very intense vibe. It can push people away. So it's not good to be like that all the time, but it still is, I think, good to have a good relationship with it, especially if you're going to be walking, if you're going to be a soldier, to be honest, man, because being in the battlefield is an intense-ass fucking place. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm doing good, you guys. So I love y'all. I hope you guys are doing all right, too. And where I'm at, I have Wi-Fi, so I can check comments. I haven't, because I just want to take a little break from the internet, but I'm not able to make videos up there. So in order for me to make videos, I'll have to walk back here, which is a good, there and back, it's 4 miles total trip. So it's a nice little hike. So I try to do it maybe a couple times a day, but it's not as easy as me just hitting the fucking record button in my basement and making a video. So just to keep that in mind and share that with you guys. But yeah, all right, I love you guys, and I do miss y'all. I've been thinking about you guys a lot, and yeah, hope everybody's doing all right. All right, love y'all. Take care. Bye.